And if you're having trouble sleeping through the night, we've got some simple tips for you, how to get the best sleep of your life.
Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 News.
9:09, let's get you outside with Erica.
Raul, how did you sleep last night? This morning we are helping give you the 5 tips that you have to know to get the best sleep of your entire life. And here to tell us all about it is Christa Orecchio from The Whole Journey. Thank you for being here. I love our little setup here, by the way.
I do,
Don't we look good?
Thank you to Bixby and Ball for this.
All right, first of all, I'm amazed. Some 1/3 of us will experience insomnia at some point in our lives. That seems like a whole heck of a lot of people to me.
That is a lot of people, and that's a Mayo Clinic statistic, but sure, sleep is the first thing to go when we get stressed, right?
Yeah. And you say we sleep 20% less than we did 100 years ago?
Yes.
Just because we're so maxed out and busy?
I think we're such a productivity-driven society that sleep falls to the wayside when we have so many responsibilities and things to do.
What about kids? Are we seeing the same sort of patterns in kids, that they're sleeping less and not as well?
The current statistics are that 2 million children have trouble sleeping.
Wow.
That's quite a big number. So we've got to get them sleeping better and give them some good tips.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about some of the basics. It seems obvious, but let's go through why sleep is so important. First of all, our liver is eliminating the bad stuff while we sleep. Is that right?
Absolutely, the liver. So the first 4 hours of sleep are physical repair. The second 4 hours of sleep are psychic repair. And so with those first 4 hours, if you need to be asleep between 11 and 1, that's when the liver is dumping toxins to be eliminated when you wake up in the morning. The blood is purifying, the body's pulling acid out of the joints. And so it's so important to pull acid out of the joints. That's all of your repair processes. The second 4 hours, you're getting to process life, and the brain is repairing the prefrontal cortex, which is the front part of our brain responsible for memory and concentration. That needs to be restored those second 4 hours. So sleep is a big deal.
And then real quickly, the things that happen when we don't sleep. Memory goes down, speech goes down, as we know when we do the early shift on the Fox 5 Morning News.
Yes.
What else? Irritability.
Irritability. I mean, we just simply can't function. We're functioning at a lower level, maybe 50–60% if we didn't get a good night's sleep. Everything is firing a bit slower.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the 5 tips, the 5 things that we need to know to get a better night's sleep. Let's start with number 1, regularly stop caffeine after 12 p.m. We've got to do that, right?
You have to do that. If you are not sleeping, caffeine causes a cortisol spike, and that's the stress hormone, and we don't want that stress hormone spiking when we're trying to sleep at night. So if we can let go of caffeine after noon, then you have a better chance of getting a good night's sleep.
Afternoon. No caffeine afternoon. Wow. Okay, so we've only got to have it in the morning.
Skip the 3 or 4 o'clock coffee. Instead, have a snack, and that'll pick up your energy level around that time.
Okay, and especially the snack, banana or cashews. You say these are actually okay before you go to bed.
Yeah, a lot of people think maybe I shouldn't eat before bed. Is that bad for digestion or weight loss? But if you're having trouble sleeping, I recommend having a handful of raw cashews and a half a banana before bed.
Okay.
With The Whole Journey, we call that nature's Prozac, because that together will help your body make serotonin, which is the inhibitory neurotransmitter that makes us feel calm, ready for sleep, all is right in the world. That's a great one. Or if it's a stress response why you're not sleeping, then you want to have maybe a piece of whole grain toast with peanut butter or almond butter. That'll keep your blood sugar nice and stable throughout the night so you don't wake up in the middle of the night.
Perfect. You say the 3rd tip to get a great night's sleep is there's certain supplements that we can be taking.
Yes, and this is where I wish we had 20 minutes for this segment, but there's reasons why we don't sleep.
Yeah.
And so the first one is if you're getting a stress response before, you're waking up between 1 and 4 a.m. and your heart is pounding, your mind's racing, you feel like you could stay awake the rest of the night, that's cortisol, the stress hormone. We want to push it down so that when it pops up when we wake up, and that's the energy we use throughout the day. So if you're not sleeping, you want to try something called phosphatidylserine. They abbreviate it PS, and that's going to pull cortisol down.
Okay.
Try that. If you're not sleeping because you're just simply not tired and you have trouble falling asleep, that might be melatonin. That's the hormone that makes us feel sleepy. 1 to 3 milligrams under the tongue should do the trick, just temporarily for 1 to 2 weeks. And for kids, they can't take these supplements. But tart cherry juice stimulates melatonin production, so they can have about 8 ounces of cherry juice before they go to sleep, and that should help them feel tired and sleep better.
Very good. Okay, the 4th tip, we've got to slow down before bed. And number 5, you said we can put a little lavender oil on our pillow or put some certain ointments on our feet to make us sleep better, right?
Yes, we were talking about that just before. This is sesame oil, and we use a lot of dietary theories in our practice. And so if you rub your feet with sesame oil and put on a pair of socks, that's calming and grounding in the Indian medical system, and that will create a ceremony of slowing our roll, right? Because we just have this on-off switch, and we need to have transition time. Here's a little lavender oil that we could put on our pillow, and that makes us feel calm and relaxed.
Yes.
And 30 minutes before bed, no technology.
No, you got to shut it off.
No iPad, no computer, no TV, because too much technology suppresses melatonin production. You won't need these supplements if you just kind of slow down a little, read, write, stretch,
all that kind of good stuff.
breathe.
Christa, thank you so much for all these tips. We really, really
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it. You've helped us out a whole lot. Let's go ahead and put Christa's information up, shall we? Her business is called The Whole Journey, and it's located in Encinitas. And we'll put the phone number up there. We've also got more information linked on our website, as well as Christa's blog on fox5sandiego.com. All you have to do is click on that Scene On tab. Mr. Martinez, I love this bedding. Do you?
Yes, it's...
I have no trouble sleeping at all.
What color is that? Pinkish, purplish, fuchsia? What is that?
It's white and purple and blue and
Wow.
other things.
You know we're not done, right?
Good night.
You know. Oh, Erica's been here 15 minutes. She needs a break. She needs a break. All right. Thank you, Erica. Don't get too comfy.